Hey, everybody. This man on the screen, unfortunately, is a victim. I'd like for you to look at these two clips. Okay, this will be part A. Then please stick around for part B, the commentary. So, as I said before, behavior is learned. Check this out. Fair use.
Suburban parents are facing charges accused of encouraging their daughters to fight a classmate.
Nate Rogers joins us now live with details. Nate.
Yeah, that's right. I'm Corey and Natalie, the DuPage County State's Attorney, calling this case, quote, disturbing, saying the parents involved, quote, prompted, facilitated, and encouraged their daughters to beat a fellow classmate. Now, just within the last 10 minutes or so, we just got off of the phone, actually FaceTiming with the stepdad who's charged. He claims that all of the charges here are totally false. Now, 30-year-old Tierica Latrice Thomas, as well as 36-year-old Stephen Andre Teague, both charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor, which is a Class 2 felony. Prosecutors say earlier this month, the victim was walking to her bus stop here in Naperville when she was followed by two sisters and their stepdad, Andre Teague. Authorities say the young girl was thrown to the ground by the sisters and punched. As the beating was happening, prosecutors say the mother and stepdad stood by watching, encouraging the fight. The stepdad told me the victim and his daughter were friends and had been feuding following a social media post. His daughter, 11 years old. The victim, 12 years old. The father says they do not condone violence. We spoke to a neighbor shocked by the charges. Do you ever see the girls outside, the family outside from time to time?
Yeah, I've seen the girls. They're always running around with the little boys. They have two little boys, I think, or a boy.
Yeah, but what do you think about something like this? Just sad, unfortunate?
It's very unfortunate, especially in the neighborhood, but, you know. I had no idea. You're shocking me.
Now, authorities do tell us that the victim was not seriously injured. Both Thomas and Teague were released after paying a $4,000 cash bond each. We're told that they both retain lawyers and are due back in court next month.
Okay, now let's look at this video. Why is this man on the screen? Here you go. He's the victim.
Drama outside a New York courthouse as the man accused in a deadly road rage attack faces a judge. We'll start there at 4 o'clock. Hello, everyone. I'm David Ushery.
And I'm Natalie Pascarella. On Long Island, a man now facing murder charges in that deadly road rage beating. We're now getting our first look at the victim. This is 54-year-old David McKenzie. Today, emotions, as you saw, boiling over outside of court as the alleged attacker faced a judge for the first time. News 4's Pacey Chang live in Baldwin with more Pacey.
Natalie, police arrested 26-year-old Patrick Destin, and they say the motive for this brutal beating was pure road rage. Destin was upset that a used car that he had just purchased, was involved in a car accident with the victim, David McKenzie, and he blamed him for the accident, even though police say it wasn't the victim's fault, causing him to stomp the victim repeatedly in the head, kick him until he died.
I lost my son for nothing at all. It shouldn't be.
Herlene McKenzie, devastated and in mourning over the senseless death of her son, David.
Hard-working family man.
Police say David McKenzie was driving home Saturday night around 10:50. He was feet from his house when he got into a car crash with 26-year-old Patrick Destin. Police say it was Destin's fault.
He had run a stop sign and made a unsafe right turn without his headlights on and struck the side of Mr. McKenzie's van, who was going westbound.
And even though prosecutors say McKenzie told Destin he wouldn't call the police to report the accident, Destin was still irate.
The subject caught up to the victim, David McKenzie. He pushed him to the ground and began to violently punch him and stomp and kick him in the head and face area.
McKenzie was declared dead shortly after. Destin and his girlfriend, Aisha Pitt, were arrested near the crash scene. McKenzie's family is in mourning. They held each other for support just outside today's arraignment.
David was the type of person who would try to walk away. He hates trouble or get himself in any kind of confrontation with anyone. So I had figured that from the moment it happened, that's what he tried to do.
After the arraignment, tempers flared between the two families, with Destin's girlfriend seemingly angry. She was eventually arrested by court officers. Destin was not granted bail.
These are just allegations. We're not looking to rush to any judgment.
It's a wound that's going to take a very long time to heal. I assure you that. But with the help of God and friends and whoever comes to give us their support, we believe we'll overcome.
Police say Destin has a record of other violent felonies, but today he was charged with DWI and murder in the second degree. We're live from Hempstead tonight.
Okay, everybody, you saw part A. Stick around for part B, the commentary.